Risk reward. I keep feeling like I'm aware of my power of choice, and I'm actually leaning more into what rewards me, what fuels me, what brings me abundance, feeling like I have an abundant life, a beautiful outlook, a beautiful perspective. I'm moving from making ego-driven choices to my inner knowing, the choices that my inner knowing, my inner being would make if they had full control beyond what the ego desires are. I feel like I realize I've always had the say. I've always had the say in how I've reacted to someone, how I've responded to something. When I felt out of control of my emotions or my reactions, or when someone antagonized me, that feels like it's a reflection of what I was subjected to and conditioned to react like, but I don't have to be that way anymore. I feel like there's a Mason, rest in peace, that's my childhood dog. You could have an archangel, I was going to say a guardian angel, pet who's passed over, protecting you, loving you, caring for you too. They didn't go anywhere, because that's weird that I just said my childhood dog's name. He's my everything too. I swear he was a human in dog form. Anyway, I feel it's like giving angel, but I don't even want to talk about devil. It's just more so like I see, for a specific example, an old relationship, or even maybe it was recent, that is tempting, and I'm drawn to it because I'm seeking something. Like it feels like I'm breaking an addiction, rather than like, this is so good for me, I love this. So I feel like every time I want to go into my desires, I lean back into, and not that you can't have what you want, however, I just feel like there's a conscious awareness where it's like, if I do this, the calm down's gonna feel like it's never gonna end. If I go back into this dynamic, even just for one more night or one more time, no. I feel like there's a recognition too of every time they texted you, or if you ever felt used before, or never really knowing where you stood with someone, it's like I had the choice to text them back when they came back. Yes, I was drawn to it because there was healing involved. I feel like I'm no longer settling. And the more I align with this version of me, the one who's connected to my inner being, the one who's connected to source, the one who meditates, silences the mind, doesn't carry yesterday into today, is open to everything, attached to nothing, open to new ideas. There's a different level. It doesn't feel like I'm being punished for being kept away from what I'm drawn to. It feels like I'm slowly but surely recognizing that my neuronal networks are fading away, attached and associated to this person, this experience, this being, this habit. 12. I am lovable and desirable just as I look right now. That also going through an affirmation is a sign as well, realizing that you could have it all. It's always been a choice. And it's interesting because if you ever felt like you'd be rejected by somebody else, it's because you were rejecting yourself for that very thing, or wishing it could change because you thought that would be what gave you acceptance, whether you were bullied for it, talked down to for it, etc. Or you just came to that conclusion based on what you've seen in your surroundings. But when you're connected to this, there's a different lens that you move through life with, and it feels less like punishment, like a timeout, and it feels more so like, I know that there's a reward when I go down this path, and this feels like a reward, but it's an illusion of a reward, because the pain body aches once it's over. I really feel like you're in sync in a different way now. I feel like you know that, and I feel like there's more to come from it. I just feel myself not responding to the same old people, not responding the same old way. Oh, see, self-love, and time is ticking. I feel like there's a part of you, maybe the illusion of age or aging starting to get in your head. Whatever it is, ultimately led you back to love yourself. Maybe even reflecting on your younger self and seeing how far you've come or what you've been through, where it's like, whoa, now you're in a position where you can reflect instead of feeling like you're go, which does tend to be the outcome when you're in the ego-driven state, like looking for materialistic things or feeling like you have to change physically, or, the external validation energy versus the internal. Okay, I'm going back and forth because I feel like you can say that for either one regardless. What's healthy, what's unhealthy in latent terms. Is that how you, whatever. I said it. Moving on. And now I feel like the illusion of also feeling like so much time has passed has led me to appreciate myself now. Appreciate myself then, and tell myself all the things that I wish I could know. But there's a different relationship that you have with yourself. And you also have to know too, who you are today is a future you's younger self. So you are also still growing and still evolving, and time is not ticking and taunting and haunting you. There's a version of you looking back at you today with so much love and gratitude, 4 for 4, and knows that all of it makes sense, especially the things that don't make sense. It will somehow end up making sense. I just feel like you realize the choice has always been yours. And I feel like there's a part of you that didn't want to align with people anymore who it's like we're enabling each other, or there's just a different level of, I feel like there's a wake up where it's like I could go into that and be in that environment still, or accept that, but I would know that low key I want more. And once you have that knowing, you can't really turn it off. You can suppress it for times, but it'll always come back up because you'll always know on a soul level. But also, like, it's the journey. Co-create. Serendipity, building blocks, yang. I feel like you're also recognizing too, if you can manifest a parking spot. My mom always says this, if you can manifest a parking spot, you can manifest whatever it is you desire. It's a matter of what you feel you can do with ease versus what's going to come at a challenge. Regardless, recognize how serendipitous your life is. That'll help you feel more called to it. 5 for 5. In your masculine, even. Rebuilding what your relationship with the masculine energy looks like within. Even if it's already great, expanding on it, evolving it, you know? More love to it. The choice is leading you to a massive reward. That's all I can say. That's all I can feel. Not doing what you know is a risk and being like, okay, it's not worth it. You're gonna get a reward. Maybe it comes through the form of an opportunity, travel opportunity, somewhere that you've always wanted to go since you were little, career opportunity, self opportunity. It's all gonna start working out. And it's gonna lead you to what you felt like you had to become in order to have acceptance. And that's why you're led to it, because you already accept yourself. You see what I'm saying? Or you're working to already accept yourself, and then you get it, right? You get it. Love you, bye.